Alright guys and girls, this is Jerningam here. Post office makes man kill himself in real life in the UK. Police, I think he was one of the top police deputies or someone in charge, and he worked in the post office as well, and he got accused for stealing £64,000 even though he didn't do it. His wife talks about him and being a good man. He would never steal anything from anyone, or if people drop money on the floor, he'd give them back the last coin. Other woman gets accused from stealing from the post office, then almost loses everything. Why are the post office making people kill themselves, and why are they accusing people from stealing from their branches? Let's watch this video and see what you guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen think about this. Am I right or am I wrong? Some people will be disgusted by this video. Not accusing people for stealing when they've not done it, they'll be very upsetting by it. So let's watch this video and tell me what you guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen think about it. Give me your opinions.
I think I'll ever forgive the post office for what they've done. I certainly won't forget it because it ruined our life.
Peter Holmes, former police officer, post office manager, pillar of the community, convict.
He was the sort of person that if he saw a penny on the floor, he would give it to somebody. You know, he wouldn't cheat or rob anybody.
And yet Peter was wrongly found guilty of stealing £46,000 from the post office he managed. He died before a court cleared his name, his reputation and his health broken.
Just lost all the will to live, I suppose. And yeah, that was hard.
It's been called the biggest miscarriage of justice in British legal history. But more than 6 months since Marion and others celebrated outside the Court of Appeal, she and many more are still waiting for compensation.
There's hundreds and hundreds of people that have just been totally financially and morally ruined.
The delay adds gross insult to grievous injustice, say campaigners. Marion's case is still bogged down in bureaucracy, and although the post office tells us it's trying to expedite payments, there are hundreds who fear they may never receive a penny. Between 2007 and 2014, 736 post office workers were prosecuted for false accounting, fraud and theft. It took 2 decades for campaigners to prove the losses were instead down to a flawed IT system.
The post office are robbing for people, then that's not good.
The post office settled 555 civil claims. So far, more than 70 criminal convictions have been overturned, but around 2,000 are still awaiting compensation.
People are elderly, people are sick, people are dying. People will not live long enough to receive not just compensation, but repayment for the lives that were taken from them by post office.
I've lost my home of 22 years, my business.
Sue Palmer was accused of stealing from her own post office branch. She won her case, but lost almost everything.
I feel like I'm not me. Anybody who knew me before would know this isn't me. I feel like my stomach's been ripped out because not only am I fighting what happened then, I'm still fighting now.
And because she was never convicted, she doesn't qualify for compensation. If you had pleaded guilty, you would now be eligible for compensation.
I'd be better off if I'd have pleaded guilty. It just hurts. It hurts every time I mention it.
The post office told us it is extremely sorry for historic failures, but Marion, approaching 80, wonders how long she has to live with the nightmare.
You begin to wonder whether I'll ever see the end of it.
John Ray, News at 10.
I'm sure that's very annoying and upsetting for a lot of people. Why do people accuse people for things they've not done in the world? Or they want to label people for no reason? But anyway, guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. See you next video. Peace.